Vilandry. I'm speaking as an individual, apart from my affiliation. As someone who's been born and raised in New Bedford, on this side of the bridge, I'm now in Fairhaven, just on the other side of the bridge, near the high school. So I haven't moved very far away. Naturally, my property is very close to the river, and I'm very concerned about a lot of things. What I want to say first is I strongly support this project. I don't want anybody to be misunderstanding my intentions when I talk about the issues that are very important to me. I am someone who also has commercial fishermen in my family, very close relatives, and I've seen how the fishermen have been affected over the years by the regulations and whatnot. We have the prime opportunity to match our #1 fishing port with the #1 international marine terminal in this country. Likewise, we also need to ensure that the project is done in a #1 way. We want to make sure that we cannot have the EPA allow the permitting in a contradictory way, whereby the DEP, the state, will be burying the PCBs in the river, but on the other hand, our terminal is going to allow these large bits of turbines to come in for renewable energy. You know, one seems to negate the other. We have to do things wisely. It's unfortunate that so many people don't understand the nature of how lethal PCBs are, even 1 part per million. It's a dioxin. You know, it's been noted that at the time the PCBs were manufactured, at the time of shipment, they became contaminated, creating a dioxin, which, you know, is second to, you know, some type of radiation, of course. It's the most toxic chemical known to mankind. So we cannot have this buried in our river. And, you know, I'm concerned too about the cumulative effects because of the DEP dredging, the Army Corps of Engineers, the EPA. You add it all up together, and now this project is going to add even more PCBs to our river, making a very tumorous, lethal river with these PCBs buried. And I don't want people to be misled either by the term CAD cell. It just means confined aquatic disposal, which is just a hole in the bottom of the sea, not lined. Just dig a hole, throw it in, and that's it. You know, I found it interesting tonight at the slide presentation. It was brought out that the old Potomska Mill site has some contamination. It was not disclosed what the contamination was. However, that contamination is going to be brought and disposed of off-site. I am certain that that contamination is not more lethal than PCBs, but again, it's going off-site. Please use common sense. You know, when it was brought up to us tonight that tens of millions of dollars and billions of dollars have been invested in this South Terminal project, certainly 90 mil can be squeezed out for off-site disposal of PCBs. We need to protect our generations, ourselves, our children, our grandchildren, and future years to come. We don't want to worry about it later on and have to dig again. After we have more cancer facilities, after we have more kids being born with neurological disorders, after all the cancers that are reported, we do not want to be the #1 most sick community in the country either. It's important that this be done right. The PCB contaminated sediment must be removed off-site properly. Keep this in mind. We already have a multi-million-dollar desanding, dewatering facility that handles the Upper Harbor contamination. Certainly we can use that if we need to process this properly, to have it removed off-site. So again, yay for the project. This is going to be a phenomenal project for us here in New Bedford area. And for those people involved that are, you know, contractors, dredging people, anybody that is in a position to hire, please make sure you hire the greater New Bedford residents, because you know what? They are the #1 people as well.
And we were there